Hi boys and girls. Today I'm going to read you this book called How Full Is Your Bucket for Kids. It was written by Tom Rath and Mary Reckmeyer and illustrated by Maury J. Manning. How full is your bucket for kids? Felix was putting one of the last blocks on his tower when his little sister came in. "I want to build with you," she said. Felix scowled. "Go away. You're too little." "I'm big." "Stay back. You'll knock it over." "I can be very careful." "Go play with your baby toys, Anna." Look at Anna. She's not very happy. Thwack. Uh-oh. Brother's not going to be happy. "Grandpa!" Grandpa shook his head. "Felix, you just dipped from your sister's bucket. Like everyone else, Anna has an invisible bucket." Boys and girls, do you know what invisible means? Yep, it means you can't see it. And you know what a bucket is, right? This is a bucket. Just a bucket. Like everyone else, Anna has an invisible bucket. When it's empty, she feels bad. But when it's full, she feels great. Didn't you ever notice your own bucket? Invisible bucket? Sometimes Felix couldn't quite tell when his grandfather was joking. But the next morning, when Felix woke up, a small gray bucket was floating above his head. So just like this, except it's invisible, which means no one can see it. When Felix came down to have breakfast, his mom was in a hurry. "I've got a meeting this morning and it's almost time to go. Anna, sit still." I have days like this at my house. I bet you guys do too. Uh-oh, I see a problem. Felix slipped and choco wheat scattered across the floor. "Felix," yelled his mom, "you should have used the stool to reach that." Uh-oh, look at his invisible bucket. Felix could feel his bucket tip and his big invisible drips spilled out. Drip, drip. Ha ha. Anna laughed as she crunched the cereal with her shoe. Drip. So the water in the bucket is dripping out. "Get the broom and clean that up before you miss the bus," scolded Mom. With the school bus honking, Felix quickly swept up the choco wheats and grabbed the last blueberry muffin. But before he could even take one bite, Buster jumped up and grabbed the muffin from his hand. Drip. "Hey, look at Felix's new backpack. My baby brother has one like that." Drip. So all these things are making his bucket empty. Water is dripping out. Drip. Felix. Psst, 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 Felix. "Watch out, shrimp." Dip or drip. It was still morning and Felix's bucket felt almost empty. Look at it, not much water left. As he watched his classmates walk into the room, he secretly hoped they would trip and fall. That's what it feels like when you have an empty bucket. So when your bucket's empty, you don't feel very good. You look very sad. Felix slumped in his seat and waited for something else bad to happen. Mrs. Bumblenickel walked up to his desk and handed him a paper. He could hardly bear to look. "Felix, you wrote a wonderful story. Would you please share it with the class?" Felix grinned and felt a big drop land right in his bucket. Drop. Drop, plop, plink, drop. So now he's getting more water in his invisible bucket. So here's his bucket. And now because his teacher was saying nice things, he's getting more water in his bucket. the Gigantosaurus who wanted a pet by me, Felix. The class grew quiet. They laughed at all the right places and oohed at all the scary parts. When Felix finally read the end, everyone clapped, even Emily, who sat next to him and didn't usually like dinosaurs. Felix felt a whole shower of drops land in his bucket. Maybe the day wouldn't be so bad after all. Drop. Oh, we see a note from Mom in his lunchbox. Gave him a drop. Drop. Team captains today are Veronica and Felix. Drop. Nice cow. It's a dog. Well, nice colors there, Felix. Cool laser ant backpack, Felix. These are all giving him drops in his bucket. By afternoon, Felix's bucket was nearly full. Oh, we noticed something different now. At recess, when he looked around, Felix suddenly realized that his grandpa was right. Everyone else had a bucket too. Let me help you. Drop, drop. So the teacher's bucket dripped when he dropped his papers, but he got drops back in his bucket because Felix helped him. Here's your baseball. Catch. Thanks, dude. Drop, drop. Oh, so now this boy's getting drops in his bucket because he's helping a friend, and that makes him feel good. Hi, I'm Felix. First day? Yes, I'm Amir. Drop, drop. So we're both getting drops in their buckets. The strange part was that for every drop that he helped put in someone else's bucket, he felt another drop in his own bucket. That's interesting. When Felix burst in the door after school, he shouted, "You were right, Grandpa. I do have a bucket, and I understand how it works." Then he saw Anna's torn doll. "Bad dog," he almost scolded. But then he thought, dogs might have invisible buckets too. "Your doll will be okay, Anna," said Felix. "Mom will fix her." Wah! Until then, do you want to help me build the tallest building in the world with my blocks? So let's see how the buckets change. And so they did. They're both getting drops in their buckets. I hope you enjoyed this story called How Full Is Your Bucket for Kids. I think it's important to try to fill other people's buckets. I know that I feel good when people help me and do things for me, and that fills my bucket. And it fills my bucket when I help others and fill their bucket. I hope you can fill someone's bucket today. Bye.